What is up, guys? It is the Sound Alchemist, and today I'm back to talk about Warhammer 40k and a few little news inklings that have spread like wildfire throughout the entirety of the 40k community and fandom. And yeah, you might know what I'm talking about by now because apparently the Witcher slash Superman slash Henry Cavill has gone out and said that I'm a nerd just like you guys too. I mean, he's done this, for months now, but he cemented that he actually plays Warhammer 40k, and not just any faction in the 40k universe. This man plays the most overpowered guys in the lore, at least, and that is the Adeptus Custodes, the bodyguards of the Emperor, the super soldiers that have been tasked to defend the Emperor from all things in the universe. Which is really awesome. For one, we have seen that, Robin Williams plays 40k, I play 40k, and Henry Cavill plays 40k. So it's becoming a little bit more mainstream, and we've been seeing this through a lot of different avenues, such as Games Workshop partnering up with, Monopoly, partnering up with Marvel Comics, and they've been doing a whole lot more to kind of get their game, their IP, out into the mainstream media. And what that means is that, yeah, it's going to get a little, how do I put it, watered down, because obviously when you're showing somebody like, oh hey, like investors, we have this really cool IP, and this is what it pertains, you don't want to start off with saying, hey, have you heard of the Demon Kulaba? Because they are not gonna grab and want to throw money at that IP. So seeing all these, famous people kind of endorse it, it's going to become a little bit more popular. You're going to see a surge in players, and ultimately that's good because just like we've seen with Dungeons and Dragons, ever since it was mentioned on Stranger Things, and it's been blown out of proportion. D&D is actually quote unquote cool to play nowadays, and I've seen it firsthand that yeah, it really has picked up. Almost anybody you talk to, they're like, oh yeah, I've got a D&D session tomorrow, or yeah, I've played D&D. So this is good for the game of Warhammer 40k because the more money that comes in, the more revenue GW makes. Overall, the more models that they're going to put out, the more type of content we get from that. So seeing Henry Cavill post it, I believe it was on Instagram, it's pretty cool. However, it's a very coincidental thing that this would happen at the same time that the new Psychic Awakening, the War of the Spider, happens, because as you can see here, Fabius Bile, or how I like to call him, Fabulous Bill, is tinkering and messing around with a corpse of an Adeptus Custodi. Bum bum bum! Yeah, coincidence? I think not. Henry Cavill says he plays Custodes, and now Custodes are getting their own supplement in the Psychic Awakening line. Yeah, it's all falling perfectly to place. I wonder why. Does GW want you to buy Custodes? Well, yeah, of course. But, yeah, it's just some big coincidence. It's just funny, though. But yeah, so let's talk about Psychic Awakening War of the Spider. So because of the whole quarantine thing and the whole coronavirus and all that, the Psychic Awakening, we're seeing more lore and more inklings come out, such as the War of the, what's it called, the Gear War, or Iron War? Dang, I forgot what it's called, War of the Cog? The one that has a Skitarii. We've already gotten stuff about that. And we still haven't gotten the other stuff that's supposed to come out with the supplements. So they're just bombarding us with oh hey, you guys are looking forward to this. I know you can't order anything, but look what we got in store. So yeah, I mean, it sucks that we have to wait longer because GW isn't shipping anything out, so we're not getting the new Psychic Awakening stuff when we should have. But still, let's dive into the War of the Spider and see what we have in store. So basically what it's showing is that Fabius Bile has been tinkering with the corpses of the Primaris Marines, of the Custodes, and he's being pursued not just by the Imperium, but also by the legions of the Death Guard. Why they want him, who knows, but he is currently on the run, but he's also still tinkering with corpses. So if you've seen the little, I guess, trailer, teaser, whatever you want to call it, it's focusing a lot on Fabius Bile, who's very arrogant. He's saying, "Come at me, Adeptus Custodes, come at me, Death Guard. I have just created something unstoppable." He says that he's basically on Cadia. Cadia has indeed obviously not stood the test of time, seeing as how the events that transpired of Cadia, the fall of Cadia. So, yeah, Cadia has indeed fallen. You heard that here, guys. Cadia has fallen, but the Guard have not. So, he's on Cadia, he's doing all these experimentations and making some creations of unholy power, and he's like, yeah, I've got nothing to worry about, like, come at me. That takes some balls, considering Mortarion, a demon Primarch, could, step up to Mortarion. And not just that, but the freaking champions of the Carrion Emperor, how he calls it, are also hunting him down. Like, whatever creations he has in store, they're gonna be pretty freaking sweet. I hope so. At least that's what this teaser is kind of showcasing. So yeah, I can't wait to see what exactly that pertains for models. Because lore-wise, I'm pumped. Like, I'm excited to see what this is gonna be. Because at first when I heard, oh, it's Fabius Bile, the Death Guard, the Adeptus Custodes, I wasn't thrilled about that Psychic Awakening. I'm like, yeah, it's gonna be a hard pass. I won't really look too deep into it. But seeing that he's tinkering with the dead bodies of the Custodes, I'm super pumped. And if that has anything to do with what Henry Cavill is doing, I'm super pumped, because he played Superman, and there's a story called The Death of Superman, and when Superman, I guess, revives, some pretty crazy stuff happens. So if that story has anything to do with this story, and I'm probably looking way too deep into it, but it's looking to be something pretty sweet. And please let me know down below what your ideas are. Wrong answers only, because that will be hilarious. I could already see all the conversions of a Custode to look like Superman, or a Custode to look like The Witcher. But it's really funny to see that Henry Cavill has been tossing his coins to GW during this quarantine time, and he's been working on the Custodes. Hopefully, throughout the coming days or weeks, we get to see his entire army. Hopefully this wasn't just like a PR thing saying, oh yeah, I'll help GW out by showing this one head that I'm working on, but that's really all he has. So, really interesting stuff there. Can't wait to see what they have in store. But yeah, that's all I got for this one, guys. Let me know your thoughts down below. What do you think his creations of Fabius Bile will be? Is it going to be something to rival the Custodes? Or since they're like zombies and like weird mutations of science and chaos, they're not up to par? I really hope that these Custodes, zombie Custodes or whatever they are called like the Legions of the Carrion Emperor, because that just sounds badass. So yeah, that's all I got for today. Be sure to hit that subscribe button for more things Warhammer 40k from us here at One Mind Syndicate. I know Gershwin has some plans to make some more hobby-centric videos besides just the awesome 40k ones that he creates. We also have a giveaway going on right now. If you go to the video that was posted a few days ago, where it is entitled The Origin of Every Warhammer 40k Race, there is a way to get into the giveaway, and you will be the winner of a Start Collecting box set. So check that out. And also, if you want to keep supporting us, hit us up on our Patreon page, where a simple $1 that you guys pledge to us monthly really goes a long way in creating epic 40k content for you guys. And as always, this has been The Sound Alchemist, part of One Mind Syndicate, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.